Big thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. So, I have been sharing a lot of what I eat in a day videos in the past, and you guys seem to really enjoy them, so I'm coming at you with a new one. What I want to do this time is to try and eat local foods only. I've seen that in some past videos, some of you guys were commenting that I eat foods that's imported and that comes from very far away and that's not sustainable. And I do agree with it. Yeah, I really wanted to just try and do a challenge of just eating local foods for a day to see if it would be easy, what challenges and obstacles I would encounter. Obviously, all the local foods I'm referring to is to here in Switzerland, where I am based. So obviously, depending on where you live in the world, the local produce will differ from what I have available. And it's June, so I guess springtime is definitely a little easier than winter. I want to do this for a day and see how it goes, and then maybe I'll do it for a week. I think the goal with it is not to just eat local foods all the time. I mean, that would be amazing, but I don't think it would be really realistic for the way I personally like to eat. But just being more aware, like raising awareness and being more conscious myself of where the produce that I eat comes from and when it's actually possible to avoid imported produce. So I got prepared for this one because I've never done a challenge like this. There is one exception that I'm gonna be doing in this challenge, and that's gonna be salt. So the issue is not finding Swiss salt, because I know we can find salt here from really close by to where I live. So that's not a problem at all. But we have bought sea salt in the past, and we have a lot of it, and I don't want to get and buy just Swiss salt just for the sake of this challenge. Maybe in the future I will, when this one is over, I will go and buy Swiss salt, but for now I'm just gonna use this one. So when I say local, I'm talking about Switzerland. I understand that this might not work. Like if you live in a bigger country, it's not as local anymore. So what do you think makes a product local or not? What's like the kilometer radius? I wasn't too strict about that. I wanted it to be Swiss only, and Switzerland is quite small, so I feel like it's not that far away. But obviously if you live in the US, like if you just take anything that comes from the United States, you know, it can be actually quite far away. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, I went to the supermarket where it's usually always written where the produce comes from. I went to the farmer's market to buy produce that was grown on a farm, and I went to my grandma's garden to pick up some herbs and veggies. She doesn't have that much yet, but she has a few things. So I'm gonna have breakfast now, like a little light breakfast I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna keep it very simple. As you know, I usually make smoothies. I don't think I'm gonna make a smoothie today because all the toppings that I put on my smoothie bowl are not from Switzerland. Like even oats, like it's not Swiss. Just like simple things like that. Peanut butter out of the way, all seeds out of the way. Like I was blown away to realize how far away some seeds come from. So we're gonna go back to basics. So as some of you know, I usually have fruit for breakfast, so I didn't want to change that. I got a bunch of really beautiful apples. These are from the farmer's market and they're all local, so that's very easy to get. And then I have a big bowl of berries. So I have big cherries, and which are from my friend's garden. She brought them to me without knowing I was doing this challenge, but so grateful for this. I have black currants, I think they're called, and red currants. Not sure that's the right term, but these are from my grandma's garden. So I'm gonna make a bowl with some apples and some of this. Maybe they have Swiss oats or buckwheat. at the bulk store, which I didn't go to. So if I redo this challenge, like if you want me to do it again in the future, or if I try for a longer period, when you eat local, especially here in Switzerland, coffee's out of the way, chocolate's out of the way, pepper is out of the way, olive oil is out of the way because we don't have olives. Like, there's a lot of things to consider. I think it's great to eat local for like veggies and, you know, fruits what's possible, and eating things that are in season. But only local foods, I don't know. Here in Switzerland, it looks like I could have eaten something like bread. I don't have bread now, but I could have made bread. I think David's gonna make bread, and we have jam, but then I don't know if the sugar that was used is from Switzerland, because I didn't make it myself. See how it gets complicated? So that's why you have to go back to Whole Foods. Well, I think that looks good. I'm gonna have this right now. This is gonna be my morning snack. I'm gonna have a proper lunch and a proper dinner. If you have any ideas of what I could make for breakfast, eating 100% local, let me know, because like I wasn't really able to find an idea. So I just finished making dinner. There's the leftover beetroot and potatoes from lunch. I added some cucumber, which is Swiss at the moment. And I made some little lettuce tacos with inside it's mushroom and onions and spinach and There's some leftover beetroot hummus from lunch that I'm gonna put in there as well. Some carrot sticks to eat with the hummus, and some chickpeas. That's it. That's dinner.
Bon appétit.
Bon appetit. So that's it for my meals of the day. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it encouraged some of you guys to eat more local wherever you live in the world. And I wanted to let you know that I did write a blog post with some tips on how to eat more local, things that I've learned through this experience and this experiment. The goal with this challenge is not to be perfect, it's just to do a little bit better and hopefully eat more local foods moving forward and just be more aware and conscious of it. Before I head off, I want to share Squarespace with you guys, which is the sponsor of this video, and I'm extremely grateful. I've been using Squarespace since the start of 2020 and it's been a great thing. I'm so happy. I use Squarespace for my website, so my blog. Squarespace is a great place for anyone who wants to start their own blog, website, online shops. The templates and designs on Squarespace are extremely beautiful and look extremely professional, with still making the process of creating your own site very easily. I personally use Squarespace for my own blog and I love it. It's great, it's easy to use, it's fast, it looks wonderful. I get some comments and questions about where is the best place to build your own website, and for me Squarespace has been my go-to, so I highly recommend any of you guys who want to start your own blog or website to give it a go with Squarespace. To see if it suits you, you can go to squarespace.com to get a free trial and just see if you like it, if it fits what you're willing to share with the world. If you do enjoy it and want to launch your website with Squarespace, you can go to squarespace.com/chloe.chenorkian to get 10% off your order of a domain or a website. I will link the blog article that I wrote about eating more local foods down below in the description, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!